Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Massive missile and drone attack on Odessa Oblast last night, which is Sunday per Monday, the 24th to 25th of September 2023. I have here three articles, one from Associated Press, two from the Ukrainian side, saying the same thing. I will start with the Associated Press, which seemed to be more complete. I had some article from Russia Today and the other one from Sputnik, but they don't say much, and everything they say in those articles you will find in Associated Press, which is the Russians destroyed mercenaries and training camps in Odessa and so on. So let's start with this article from Associated Press. It is from Monday, September 25th, 2023. Russian strikes in Ukraine's city of Odessa damaged port, grain silo, and abandoned hotel. Remember, there is a damaged port, grain silo, and abandoned hotel. It must be more than one missile that reached its target. A Russian drone and missile strike near Odessa damaged infrastructure, a grain silo, and an abandoned hotel, and injured one person in the Black Sea port city, as attacks elsewhere in Ukraine killed 5 civilians and wounded 13 in the past day. The Ukrainians say Ukraine's Air Force reported downing all Russian drones launched overnight, but one of the Kalibr missiles and two P-800 Onyx cruise missiles apparently made it past air defenses. The day after the war in Ukraine ended its 20th month. So let's see where Odessa is. Here we have a map of Ukraine. This is where the hostilities occur on the front. And then Odessa is right here at the Black Sea. This right here is Romania. This is Crimean Peninsula. This right here is Kherson. So Odessa is in this area. Just as a bigger map, so you know now we're Romania, Moldova, Ukraine, Russia, Crimea, Russia nowadays. It says that Russia has continuously targeted port and grain storage facilities in Odessa since pulling out of wartime deal that allowed Ukraine grain, blah, blah, blah. Now, this is what the Russians are reporting. Right there. The Russian Defense Ministry said long-range missiles and drones were used to strike facilities that it alleged has housed foreign mercenaries and trained saboteurs. The ministry did not name locations or provide other specifics to support its claim. And the Russians said that all targets were hit. So here we have 3 missiles. They said, what was the word they say? Apparently, yeah. 3 missiles, apparently right here. That's the word. Apparently made it past air defenses. So it appears like. I'm not certain it's appeared anyway. Now we go to the Ukrainian article from Ukrinform, which is Russian invaders hit Odessa with 19 drones, 12 missiles overnight. The Russian army used 19 attack drones and 12 missiles of various types in an overnight attack on Odessa on September 25. And they tell us what they did here. The Odessa region, like the southern regions in general, came under massive and complex attack. Some 19 Shahed attack drones were launched at the region, and all of the 19 were destroyed. Oy vey, ooh. Simultaneously. In fact, the enemy used sea-launched Kalibr missiles at the same time. There was a surface missile carrier on combat duty in the Black Sea, armed with 8 missiles, and 12 were launched. That is, in addition, a submarine was deployed from Novorossiysk Bay without leaving the bay, which added 4 more missiles, Humenyuk said. She added that the missiles used a very complex trajectory, maneuvered all the time, and approached from different directions, trying to exhaust Ukrainian air defense. What I tell you, that's exactly what the Ukrainians will do on the Kerch Bridge with the missiles. They will just try to exhaust it, and then the good ones will show up when these guys are recharging in 3 days. Hemenyuk reported that the enemy has also used 2 Onyx missiles that were fired from a Bastion missile system in temporarily occupied Crimea. According to her, these are supersonic anti-ship missiles that are extremely difficult to shoot down because they fly very low. I think they fly to about 12 meters high, so like a house. That's the height, and it's hard to detect them, and probably sometimes they evade the radar systems. Appear here, don't appear here. You see them here, you don't see them here. According to her, the attack targeted the coastal port and grain infrastructure. In addition to hitting a granary, the enemy also struck the building of the Odessa sea station with a Kalibr cruise missile. The attack itself lasted more than 1.5 hours and was characterized by extreme density, Humenyuk noted, adding that it made the work of Ukrainian air defenses very difficult. And I'm quoting, "In fact, both drones and missiles of various types were detected in the same direction, and this forced the air defense system to work in a very tense mode." Humenyuk also recalled that a few days ago the enemy had already used Onyx missiles against the recreation area of Odessa. So this is only private, civilian targets. And the last one comes from the New Voice of Ukraine, and basically, here it is, New Voice of Ukraine, on the 25th, Russians unleashed drone and missile fury. Tyson Fury or just Fury? Inflicting destruction and chaos in nighttime attack on Odessa. And here is if this is a building, this shows like a hotel or a building. I don't think it's a hotel by the way it looks, but anyway, what do I know, right? The Shahed drones were launched from the southeast Primorsko-Akhtarsk, Russia. The Kalibr missiles from a small missile ship and a submarine in the Black Sea, areas near Feodosia and Novorossiysk, and the Onyx missiles from the Sevastopol region. In total, 33 air attacks vessels were recorded. So 33. 12 Kalibr cruise missiles, 11 destroyed, 2 P-800 Onyx anti-ship missiles, 19 Shahed strike UAVs, all 19 destroyed. Additionally, air defense systems destroyed 3 Lancet strike UAVs and 4 tactical reconnaissance drones on September 24th. The invaders aimed their assault at critical port infrastructure, resulting in substantial damage to Odessa's port. The Russians still have missiles, still have drones, and they attack Odessa. Is that a retaliatory strike for the attack on Sevastopol, Black Sea, how do you call it, Russian fleet headquarters or not? I have another article ready to discuss according to Ukrainians, the damage, not only the damage, the names, the ranks of the guys that were blown up in the attack on the headquarters in Sevastopol. And guess what? The main guy was destroyed, and about 100 and some people sent to Jesus. All right, this is it, and we'll see how the Ukrainians respond. I'm waiting for that Kerch bridge. That would happen. And I'm going to say it over and over. They seem to have done something bad to St. Petersburg, left St. Petersburg without lights. I'm going to cover that in a different video. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.